Let's face it, in business today, it's harder than ever to get somebody to answer the phone when you call them. But if you're in sales or growing a business or you're even providing customer service, you inevitably need to get somebody on the phone at some point. And if you're calling and leaving voicemails and they're never being returned, then it's hard for you to actually get your job done. So I want to share with you a really simple trick that made me a much more effective salesperson when I learned it. And it's called proactive voicemails. So what people typically do is they call and leave a voicemail asking for them to call them back. And what they're actually doing is they're putting the ball in the other person's court. Now, when you put the ball in the other person's court and you're waiting for them to call you back, it feels weird for you to continue to follow up with them. It feels like you're bugging them, right? Because you already told them once to call you back. So this is what a typical voicemail sounds like. Hey Tom, I sent over that proposal like you asked me to. It'd be great to go over it together, so please call me back when you're free. I'm here all day. Okay? So you see what we did? We placed the ball in Tom's court because now he's going to need to call us back. But as you know, it's very likely that Tom is going to be too busy to call us back. And in today's environment, it's just as likely that Tom never checks his voicemail. And if he does, and it's not, paramount to getting his job done that day, you go way down on the to-do list. So that's what we want to avoid, okay? So let's take the same voicemail and look at it from a proactive standpoint. Hey Tom, it's Jeremy. I sent over that proposal like you asked. I think it'd be really good if we went through it together. So I'm going to try you again at 3 p.m. tomorrow. And if you get some free time, about 15 minutes in the meantime, feel free to call me back. Here's my number. So see what I did there? I kept the ball in my court. I told Tom I'd call him back at 3 p.m. tomorrow, and therefore I'm going to feel no friction about following up with Tom tomorrow. I also let him know it's only going to take about 15 minutes once we get on the phone, and I invited him to call me back anytime in between. Now, this is huge because, like I said, you're not only keeping the ball in your court, but if you do this enough times, you're also signaling to Tom that you have integrity and you're going to do what you say when you say you're going to do it. And as we all know, that's not so common in business today. So imagine if you've done this 3 times or 15 times, like I've actually done with somebody, and you call them and every time you say, I'm going to try you Friday, I'm going to try you Tuesday, I'm going to try you Thursday at 10 a.m., and you always call at that exact time. Over time, this guy's going to know that he's got to take you seriously because you always do what you say you're going to do. So that's the power of proactive voicemail. I'd love to hear any voicemail tips you have. Go ahead and share this video with people you think can learn from it, and comment below if you've got a quick little voicemail tip that we can all learn from.